the Reactor. This video I think is very important. This video has me pretty twisted because if it weren't for this whole scenario situation that played out the way it did, I'd actually be absolutely 100% on Upchurch's side, um, shouting out, "Come on, Tom! Get with this fire. Spit some fire back." I don't know if he feels the need to do so. So there is that. But here's the thing that I really wanted to showcase. I guess I just played the song because I wanted to hear the song again. But this stuff, all right, this is oh boy, it's getting trippy and very meta. It's a react to a reactor that reacted to Upchurch. Okay, so this dude right here on the left, he had a very respectful video, and let me just rip the band-aid off and make it clear. He made a video saying, I love you, Creek Squad, and Upchurch. You're always you've been the one that put me on this, yada yada, and he just said I can't mess with somebody because his real reason, not the reason that Upchurch made it look like in the video, which was that this guy just doesn't like that I'm trying to battle rap or that I am battle rapping with Tom MacDonald. This guy made it very clear in his video, however long it was, that he doesn't like that Upchurch is using the N-word so casually. I'm glad that this Reactor, Flawed TV, is the one that's going to take it away on that. He has way more authority to speak on it, but it brings up some interesting things to question, right? Like when you're in the rap game, when you're just, I mean, it's used very, very much. Okay, who or what is the ultimate authority that says you can, you can't? Whose blessing do you need to seek to say it with impunity and without concern, without worry of cancellation? However, despite all the politics of it, the fact that this guy, he just really just was respectful 100%. He's like, I'm just going to drop off, man. You do you and, keep going, rock it, but I'm going to just drop off because he doesn't want to follow somebody this day and age that's throwing around the N word. That's his position. I am able, it doesn't matter if I agree or disagree or whatever, but I'm able to respect that man's opinion. So I don't understand why Upchurch's reaction was the way it was. So let's see this man's breakdown. I really hope not to play the whole damn thing, to be honest. All right, let's go. Let's go.
So yesterday, I reacted to Upchurch reacting to this video right here, or at least parts of the video, right? Because that's what I came to find out through my comment section. So I uploaded it yesterday. Upchurch reacted to this dude saying him and Tom shouldn't be beefing. Basically, he was upset that him and Tom are beefing. He likes them both, whatever. But I went through some comments, and apparently that's not even what the dude was mad about. Dude was mad because he said FTB was talking about Upchurch saying the N-word in a lot of his Insta posts lately, then using it in the diss. Upchurch is trying to make it look like dude was mad that he went at Tom and thinks no one will do any research.
All right, so my issue absolutely is like 100%. Anytime somebody with the larger platform that goes one step further and manipulates a narrative and makes it appear to be something it is not, I hate that. Like that's a way to cut me straight through like butter to the soul. It's smaller channels getting bullied around, larger channels having everything going for them, including diehard fans that will literally do anything for the person that they look up to so much. So I don't know, like, what is your consensus here? Did Upchurch completely misrepresent the initial issue between he and the individual that said, I'm not going to follow your music because of your use of the N-word? And was Upchurch dodging the real issue? Because in the video that he had in response, he not once makes that a point. He constantly references He he doesn't like battle rapping. Let's put him in jail for 10,000 years. Made light of it, made jokes, ad hominems and all that, calling him this, that, and the other. Whatever. Everybody has their own way. So, all right, more from what's a Flawed TV. Shout out to Flawed TV.
So that's wild to me because in the video, it didn't seem like that at all. He didn't even mention the N-word. Not that I even care, but my issue is that it would be deceptively edited and then put out as propaganda to make it seem like the dude is feeling away emotional about this is happening when that is a part of rap. So I was on Upchurch side, like, yeah, obviously people rap. It happens. Battles happen. Why are you worried about it? But that's not even what dude's mad about, right? That's weird to me. So we're gonna watch this video, and I'm gonna watch the full video because Upchurch only played a few seconds of it. So let's.
Something that I say often, it may be pretty cheesy at this point, is life is a freestyle, right? There ain't no script to it. So when it comes to battle rapping, like who the hell makes the rules of what is and is not appropriate? What's too far? I mean, we all like to think we have some nice idea that we wouldn't cross any lines here, but for some people, like this guy to the left, he had his line and he felt it was crossed, and I think he respectfully bowed out. When somebody with a large platform and the success of Upchurch does a response to you, though, I mean, that puts you in a position where you're either in a corner, you either let the narrative completely get overtaken, and now people will be mad at you and look at you sideways on a lie, which is that's terrible, or you come back swinging a little bit and you speak the truth. He came back and spoke his truth. I think he did it pretty well too.
Let's see what's going on here,
bro. There's a lot going on in 2024, man, and I hate for it to start off like this. But I gotta speak on something real quick, y'all. Hopefully, y'all can watch to the end of this video and see what's really going on. So, this is more of a message from a fan to Upchurch. You know what I mean? Like, you were one of the first people I really reacted to on here on YouTube.
I heard some people got a problem. Well, let me get the match. Then I think you need to like to see it sitting in a whoop. I'm great.
You know what I'm saying? React to your music or whatever, even buying your music. You know what I mean? That's kind of the highest peak of what you can do, you know what I'm saying, as a person.
And Pioneer was a banger. It's probably his best music.
That's a fan of an art form. But it's like, as of lately, bro, you've been kind of going left with
that. I've heard, because I obviously haven't heard that much of Upchurch, but Pioneer was a banger.
And that's a fan of an art form. But it's like, as of lately, bro, you've been kind of going left with your comments on Instagram, and like I don't know what you got going on personal, so we're not gonna get into all that. But for me, it's like, bro, I'm on your Instagram, you know what I'm saying, and you call out Tom MacDonald.
Hey, Tom MacDonald, you better get your notepad ready, son, because I'm coming for you. Nobody thinking like this, so why you sit on the fence? My language arts guard back, toting infinite clips. Then after I conquer your ass, I'm conquering everybody else that thinks they can't be.
And you say whatever you got to say, and it's like, in your comment section, I'm going through the comment section because I'm like, damn, like, what's this all about? Like, where does this come from? I thought y'all was cool. You know what I mean? I thought y'all was boys. A lot of your friends are common friends. Like, could you not like hit them up and call?
I honestly and truly never knew that they was real close. I used to just hear a thing or two, but were they really down like that? And is this really a big fallout? Had no idea. I would love the honesty of anybody that watches this to just straight up say it. Like, I made a community poll. Do you think Upchurch just wants that smoke because he feels wronged in some way, or whatever the case may be, or just doesn't like him? Or is it option B? Do you think Upchurch is just kind of chasing the coattails and using Tom's name to maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's what I guess people do, right? Is he trying to get on the coattails so he can get that recognition? And we all know how this stuff works. Look at MGK, look at Eminem. Once you get the, I mean, there's career killers out there. I don't think either one of these, I don't know. Like, see, the question's going to be there. We want to see what kind of fire MacDonald's got in response. But he doesn't know. He doesn't owe anybody anything. And Which way is the game going to be played, man? And what's the real reasoning behind all this? Is it just Church wants a good old-fashioned rap battle, or does he just want the recognition and the attention? Which one is it?
Like, get them up on the phone, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I'm going through the comment section, and you over here saying the word nigga a lot. You're not talking to, I don't get it, bro. Like, what's...
And yes, there's fans of his and commenters saying, hey, man, you should probably take that down or whatever. I don't know. You know, what do you make of it?
What's good with that, bro? Like we all got past as far as your black fans of your music. You know what I mean? You said the Confederate flag shit was your heritage. You said, yo, that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what I stand on. It's just my family. And that's just how we were brought up. You say, you know what I'm saying, you love all people and you know, 1, 2, and 3, you feel me? And you're not racist and you're not even like that. You know what I mean?
Let me say, I don't care what dude says, as long as he's not saying it in like a derogatory way, I don't care. But I get where other people come from when they don't like people who use it. You can feel however you feel about the word. You know what I mean? Like, people could try to make him seem like he's soft for feeling a way about it, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? He feels how he feels. I feel how I feel. I have legitimate reasoning for the way I feel. He has legitimate reasoning for the way he feels. Whatever. But I still have yet to hear him have an issue with Upchurch and Tom having an issue, which is what the video that Upchurch made it seem like. Anyway, we're halfway through. We'll continue here.
And based off what you telling me, I'm like, all right, bet we grown now. People have the right to support whatever flag they want to support. And I took your word as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you not like that. You know what I mean? And here we...
Okay, so I'm sharing a thought that I didn't have prior here. So I don't want to go as far as saying just because Upchurch used the word in the fashion that he did, flippantly or whatever, that it means he's all about like what, like the how shall I say, like the rebel flag back to the Confederacy days, like when it was like that, you know, pre-Civil War. I don't know, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. I didn't think about that before. Like that's quite a reach to make that assessment. I understand, like, the man has every right to be offended, right? But aren't we also like living in kind of a duality where people are like, no, everybody needs the thicker skin, and the man to the right is able to take it in jest, and this goes down to, like, you know, hey, everybody can feel how they feel, but whose responsibility is it when somebody does share their feelings on it? To do what about it exactly? I don't know.
We are today, fast forward a few years, bro, you over here calling people niggas and saying nigga please and all this nigga stuff. And it's like, bro.
All right, and if it bothered you so much, sir, FTB Reacts, how is it serving your purpose to be using the word multiple times? Yeah, honestly, this only occurred to me. I think before this started, I was way more on his side, but now that I'm sitting here doing this, I'm like, wait a minute, you know? Okay, let's see where this develops.
Bro, you better than that. You know what I mean? And I was contemplating making this video, to be honest with you, because I'm like, I don't like getting into people's stuff, personal, you know what I'm saying? Because people can take something you say, take it out of context, and flip it.
Literally what happened. That's crazy he said that, because that's literally what Upchurch did. That's wild. That's wild.
Personal, you know what I'm saying? Because people can take something you say, take it out of context.
That's crazy.
And flip it a certain way, and at the end of the day, make you look kind of crazy. So I try to tread carefully of how I talk and what I put on my platform. But it's like, bro, Upchurch, starting today, bro, I can no longer rock with your music, bro. I can no longer support your movement. I can no longer rock with it, man, because I feel like you're continuously disrespecting your black fan base, or even just people, you know what I'm saying, by using your terms that you using, you know what I'm saying?
This is where I'd love to see Dave Chappelle walk out and just say, what does the black delegation say?
Saying, like, the niggas terms you're using on your platforms, and it's completely disrespectful. And a lot of your own fans are telling you you got a pocket when saying that. You completely ignore them and you keep posting the shit. So me as a reactor, this is my first time doing something like this. Hopefully, Creek Squad, you can, like, I don't know. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all for real, for real. A lot of y'all put me on a lot of good music. I appreciate y'all for that.
What did he really want to say there? What was he? Did he want to be like, "Yo, Greek Squad, rein your boy in"? I'll be the first to admit, man. When I was first introduced to him, you know, it was through a lot of the stuff that's now in the courts, and there's a hell of a lot of stuff that I am not a fan of, that I do not agree with when it comes. But when it comes to like musically, that's where things are absolutely peachy keen. Okay, when it comes to how he chooses to express his own ideas, you know, when it's once again not in the music, there are definitely my own personal issues I've taken with some of his takes, but that's okay. We live in a world where nobody has to agree with everybody, and that's supposed to be okay. So what was the expectation when he said, "Hey, you know, Creek Squad," and then you just kind of backed off a little bit?
But I feel like Church is just like he's going in a different direction. And where I draw the line, I don't like disrespecting people's cultures. I don't like disrespecting people's races. Like I don't do that. I don't rock with that. So because of that, bro, I'm gonna have to fall back, bro. I'm gonna have to fall back. I will no longer be reacting to Upchurch on this channel. And
I mean, I don't think it's disrespecting races, maybe cultures, because it's culture where people say white people can't say nigga or white people shouldn't say nigga, whatever. But if he's not saying it in a racist way, I don't think it's derogatory to a race, you know, because I'm the same race, and it's not. I don't consider it derogatory unless he's calling me a nigga, like you nigga. Then okay, then there's an issue. But that's not what's happening. He's saying it to other white people. But again, this has nothing to do with the back and forth between Tom and Upchurch. It is literally specifically Upchurch saying nigga. That's literally the only thing. And
yeah, that's my biggest issue. Like, if you haven't seen the entire video where Upchurch, you know, framed it 10 minutes, I believe, where he did not address this, like any of the main point. The main point that this guy FTB reacts, where he makes it very clear he just doesn't like that Upchurch used that word as many times as he did the way he does. Ryan Upchurch did not mention it in any shape or form, and even appeared to change the narrative and just say it's because he doesn't like that me and Tom MacDonald are trying to have a rap battle, and that being disingenuous, I can't stand behind. I'm not a fan of that.
That didn't show up in Upchurch's video at all. At all. Like, I legit thought this dude was really having an issue with just two rappers that he likes going against each other. That's crazy that it was edited like that. Is that not crazy to nobody else? Did he take it out of context on purpose? He had to have. He didn't even mention anything else. This video has nothing else to do with anything.
That would spell one thing, which is manipulative, and that'd be quite unfortunate.
Else. He had to have taken it out of context on purpose. Where else? How else? How couldn't he have? He literally had. We still have a minute. Let's give it a minute.
And that's where I stand on that. You know what I mean? I think as a country, bro, we got enough stuff dividing us up as it is. Our country is going through turmoil right now, and we don't need people with huge platforms talking and speaking reckless and talking crazy. You know what I mean? And using these kind of.
I would argue there's maybe other things that he may have said and or done that have been reckless. But this, I'd love the consensus of anybody that ends up watching. Was his use of the word reckless? Was his manipulation of the video reckless? Yeah, definitely. You know, that there's a lot of hate that can populate and go this man's way, and the people would be none the wiser, and I feel terrible for him.
The terms when describing different scenarios, bro. If that's how you really feel about black people, or if that's how you really feel about people, you think it's okay for you to use that term, that's your.
See, I don't think it's cool to generalize and be like, if that's how you feel about black people, because I don't think that means he feels any way about black people. Maybe it means that he appreciates black people to the point where he wants to use all the same words that black people use. Like, if anything, that could be, it's a term of endearment to me. Me and my niggas call each other nigga. I got white friends who call each other nigga. Like, this is not. I'm from New Hampshire though, so it may be different. But it just also doesn't bother me, because even if he was saying in a derogatory term, I just wouldn't listen to him, right? I would just be like, okay, well, fuck.
The biggest irony that's not lost on me is that FTB Reacts, whose intention was to see to it that the word was used less, that it has now been used at least 40 times more than it would have been. So there's a lesson to be learned there.
I'm not gonna listen to this nigga, because imagine me getting triggered at someone else's words, like a word that someone is trying to use to trigger me with that word. Imagine me being triggered by that. You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't even. Oh, so you want me to be mad? So I'm gonna be mad. Like if I'm fine, all it's gonna take is for you to call me that word, and now I'm gonna act all out of character. Nah, I'm not gonna let no one have that kind of power over me. But he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel. This dude, he can feel however he wants to feel. That's how he feels, and that's how he feels. The fact that it was edited deceptively to make it seem like he's just being a bitch is crazy, because he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel, just like Upchurch is entitled to feel how he wants to feel. In reality, I don't even think this was like response worthy from Upchurch. If someone says, I don't like you using that word, and you don't even address it, what is the response you're making? What are you responding to if you don't even address what the dude said in the video, and all you talk about is him not being a fan of battle rap? Like, what does battle rap have to do with you saying nigga? What?
All right, I respect your.
And unnecessarily say nigga. It really didn't even make sense. He rhymed nigga with killer. It actually didn't even rhyme. Like it's like a lazy rhyme. It was just unnecessary. But to each his own. If you want to use the word. But it's crazy that you don't even address it. That's wild to me.
All right, but you respect mine. I'm just gonna have to fall back, man. I know
or just don't address it. If you're gonna address the video, why not address the video? Why just address the person and start calling him all these type of names and all this, and then not even react to what he said at all? That's wild to me. And then deceptively edit it, and then create your own narrative and tell everyone that he just doesn't like battle rap. That's crazy.
Yeah. Real quick, let me take you to FTB React's channel. He had let me see if he took it down, because to be honest with what he said, okay, no, it's still up there. Check out this last line he laid at Upchurch, which I gotta say, man, takes cojones going after a large platform. All right, so I'm not gonna play
Stop
his
the
whole
fucking
thing.
battle while everybody's listening and be like, excuse me, guys.
I ain't talking about battle rap. Like, what are you talking about?
See, so there's his fair response. Now, let me get right to the end of this one. Check it.
Not me, player.
Let's talk about it. I lost a lot of respect for Upchurch today, y'all. Only because that man had 10 minutes to talk about some real shit. He decided just to throw shade and digress and move the goalpost to some other bullshit that didn't even really matter like that. And the fact that he name dropping folks just shows you how important it is for folks to stand 10 toes down on certain topics. That's just my opinion. Now, again, like I said in my original video, you can say whatever you want. This is America. It's not illegal. Well, certain terms aren't illegal. But at the same time, you have to understand as an adult, boy, you 32. Words come with consequences. And let's be honest, we all know why you mad, bruh. And it ain't Tom MacDonald. It damn sure ain't me. And it damn sure the folks in the comment section. I tell you what it is. You got all them cars in your backyard crib. You got that big ass house you stay in. You got all the things a person could want and all the money in the world. And you still can't keep a bitch.
That was spicy. I'll tell you that. He throwing himself right in the fire pits now. I am very interested to see comments on this side of the aisle. The fact he made and edited a big long video to get a reactor, to go at a reactor, is funny as hell. Okay, don't ever let someone who's obviously not in his right mind at this time bother you. Let it go. Do what you do. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this guy didn't have to treat it like, the whole airport departure and just stopped covering it without, who knows? I am not going to speak on what anybody should do. Ryan attacks his own fans that like Tom. Oh, all right. A lot of feelings there. Now, I'm curious about like what y'all think in terms of like independent artists in general. And what classifies them, to how long can you keep that title, and when do you technically lose it? As far as I know, Upchurch, with all his success and his videos, I look at, I see a disparaging, a difference in the view counts, right? Of course, Tom MacDonald, I think, he's flying high right now. I know Upchurch, he's got the history to back it up. I've seen it too. He made a video showcasing his many successes. All right, but as it stands, current day, Tom MacDonald is, nearly matching those successes of that time. And one of the reasons why was one of the reasons I'm a Tom MacDonald fan is because he'll walk the walk and talk the talk. I don't know where he stands about the battle rap and if he's going to respond or not, but
Black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism, because you're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles.
he got this so screwed up. And who was it? Talib Kweli absolutely pulled a terrible victim card, and just they made Tom MacDonald look perfect here. They couldn't have set him up any better. Piss poor form on Pierce Morgan's part and Talib Kweli.
What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that. Over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, objectifying women and glorifying violence. And hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. None of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal again. I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but
Black rap community.
See, very well composed, very well articulated, and the point, I get it, man. I stand with it. So, yeah, there you go. I was personally very, a little apprehensive, a little nervous about talking about anything to do with Upchurch, but, man, life is going to go on. I got so many more things that are so much more important that really, has earned my concern. So, with that, here it is in all its misery or glory, and I'm curious to see what anybody has to say about it. What do you think makes the independent artist? When do they cease being an independent artist? Was Upchurch? Do you understand the guy FTB Reacts and his response? And was it do you think it's a fair response? It's his own feelings, and he's expressing his feelings. Did Upchurch overreact? With everything that I presented, I rely on you, the viewer, to tell me what you think. That's all I got. In the meantime, always focus on taking care of one another and yourself. You only got one life. Live it to the best. Take care, y'all. No regrets.